Your teams are getting faster with AI. The real question is whether that speed ever reaches the bottom line. Because speed only becomes performance if your operating model can absorb it. If it can't, AI just creates faster queues, more work piling up at the same bottlenecks. This is the AI to performance operating model stress test, a board-ready view of where AI speed turns into value and where it turns into faster queues. Here's the tool, open on a real AI transformation engagement. It doesn't make me re-enter everything. It composes this from the work already in the engagement, the executive dashboard, and the AI readiness assessment. The question it puts to the board is simple. Are you organized to turn AI speed into measurable business performance? Right now, the verdict reads critical, on data that's 100% complete. So, this isn't an opinion, it's grounded in the engagement's own evidence. Under that sits a 5-step scan, and the first 2 steps I fill in right here, live. Step 1 is the strategic pressure. What must this organization get better at? And where is the pressure coming from? I pick what matters, faster decision-making, better use of AI, and where it's coming from, AI and speed to market. So, faster decisions and better use of AI, pressure coming from AI and speed to market, plus the detail in my own words, and I save it straight into the engagement. It's now evidence the whole synthesis can read. There it is, captured. Step 2 is the current operating model. The units, the value streams, the dependencies, and where work waits today. 3 product teams all waiting on one shared platform and one release gate. That's the setup, in my own words. Save. And again, it lands in the engagement's evidence. Captured. Step 3 is the real stress test. I click Run the AI Readiness Stress Test. This is the 25 times faster test. I take one strategically important workflow and ask, if AI made the work 25 times faster, where would the flow break first? First, I name the workflow. Release approval for our AI code assistant platform. Its type, why it matters, its trigger, and the outcome I want. The workflow AI speed most needs to flow through. Step 2. I sketch the flow, the real path a change takes from request to production. 6 steps. And it already shows the shape of the problem. Everything funnels through one release approval board. Then today's numbers, 40 releases a week, a 9-day lead time, with 6 of those days pure waiting. Now the signature move, the AI acceleration. How much faster does AI make each activity? 2 assumptions. Code review at 25 times, documentation at 10. The work AI genuinely speeds up. Now I run the boost. I ask the CAO brain whether those speedups are actually realistic. It reads the activities against the CAO theory on where AI speed genuinely compounds. And it's blunt. It grades each activity and, for code review, flags my 25 times as optimistic, pulling it back toward 10. It even splits out where 25 times is plausible, routine, bounded work, and where it simply isn't. That's the whole thesis. AI speed becomes value only where the work can absorb it. Everywhere else, it just lengthens the queue. From here, I could keep typing. Every queue, every breakpoint by hand. I'll capture the obvious one myself, the central release board. But I don't have to. This is the powerful part. I ask the CAO brain to find the rest from my flow. And it does. It reads my flow and pins the likely queue points, each with a severity and a downstream owner, and the pattern behind them. Faster upstream work funneling into one shared approval point. Same with the break points. Where does the flow break at 2, 5, 10, 25 times? I note the one I already see, the release board buckling at just 5 times. Then I ask the CAO brain to pressure test the rest across every speed. And it works through them. What breaks first, why, and which teams and governance bodies each one hits. That's the shift. I bring the flow and the judgment. The CAO brain does the heavy analysis. Finally, I turn that bottleneck into a capability gap. Give teams the right to release low-risk changes themselves. With everything captured, I ask the CAO brain to generate the readiness summary. This runs live. It reads the flow, the speed assumptions, and the CAO theory, and predicts where faster work becomes faster queues. And there it is, an executive summary, the main operating model risks, and the redesign focus areas, grounded in this engagement, not generic advice. Now, watch what that does to the board view. I go back to the stress test. The risk heat map now scores every area. Decision speed, critical. 8 structural decisions still unresolved. Team dependencies, critical. 5 hotspots. Capability gaps, high. And the AI readiness cell that was blank a minute ago is now scored, straight from the live run. Below it, the top design tensions, the specific structural conflicts blocking AI value, with the stress test findings now leading the list. This section only appears once the stress test has run. The AI bottleneck prediction, where AI speed creates queues, and the recommended redesign focus. And finally, the moves. The redesign moves and next 30-day actions, with 4 flagged as needing an executive decision. Everything a board needs to act on, composed from one engagement's own evidence. That's the AI to performance operating model stress test. It turns, we're adopting AI into a clear map of where speed becomes performance, and the redesign moves to get there.